Hi, I'm Dr. Marty Willmitch, and I want to talk to you for the next couple minutes about fibromyalgia. First thing I want you to do is realize that fibromyalgia is not a muscular problem. Fibromyalgia is in fact due to a neurologic disorder. And recently there's been a flood of research information proving that fibromyalgia is actually a neurologic disorder. Now, what I want you to understand is that fibromyalgia is really just a garbage can diagnosis. It's really just a set of symptoms that nobody can really explain. And what's frustrating most about fibromyalgia to patients as well as doctors is that there's really no test that we can give a patient or a patient can take that's going to definitively say, yes, you have fibromyalgia. There's no CAT scan or MRI. There's no blood work, specific blood test that's going to prove that you either have or don't have fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a diagnosis that's given to patients based upon a doctor's opinion. And that's very, very frustrating to most people. Again, it's not a muscular problem. It is a true neurologic disorder. Now, what we do in this office is we specialize in neurologic rehabilitation as well as functional endocrinology, functional immunology, and we look at patients as a whole or from a whole. Like I said earlier, fibromyalgia is a neurologic disorder, but what most people don't understand and what most doctors don't even really understand is that the nervous system doesn't just break down. Our nervous systems only break down when something causes it to break down. And 99% of the time, that cause of the nervous system compromise is actually due to an underlying metabolic or endocrine system problem. You see, our nervous systems rely 100% on our body's metabolic system and or endocrine system. Our nervous systems are very fragile. It needs the appropriate amount of fuel in order to run properly day in and day out. And it's the responsibility of our body's metabolic system as well as our body's endocrine system to provide the adequate amount of fuel for proper nervous system function. So if we as a person have a compromise in our body's metabolic system or our body's endocrine system, it's ultimately going to start to affect somewhere down the road our body's nervous system. And that's the true cause of fibromyalgia. Again, like I said before, fibromyalgia is a neurologic disorder, but something else is going on to cause that problem in the nervous system. And 99% of the time, it's again, an underlying problem in the metabolic system or the body's endocrine system. And that's really what makes our program so unique. In this office, we not only rehabilitate and find and rehabilitate problems in the nervous system, but we take it one step further. And that one step further, that one additional step is we actually go out and look for these underlying problems in the metabolic or endocrine systems that cause the body's nervous system to become dysfunctional. When the body's nervous system becomes dysfunctional, it's going to start to portray or give an outward presence of symptoms and signs that signify a disease like fibromyalgia. Once we figure out exactly what's going on with the body's metabolic system and endocrine system, we can repair those problems. Once we repair the problems with the endocrine or metabolic system, then we can appropriately and successfully rehabilitate the problem in the nervous system that's causing fibromyalgia in the first place. Again, that's exactly right there what makes our program so unique and so successful in treating fibromyalgia. Just like I said on the home page of the website, fixing the body is just like fixing a car. If I try to fix my car when it's broken and I don't have any idea as to what's broken, I really have no chance at fixing the car. And that right there is exactly what happens with fibromyalgia patients in general in this country. Everybody's approaching it from a strict muscular system, or even some doctors approaching it from a neurologic disorder. But nobody's really looking at the underlying causes of those neurologic problems. And that's what makes us so unique. You see, in this office, we utilize a battery of tests to determine where the problem's at in the metabolic and endocrine system, we can fix those again. And once we fix the underlying cause, the underlying problem in the metabolic or endocrine system, we can then focus on successful rehabilitation of the body's nervous system. And once that's accomplished, you are symptom free. You've been successfully treated. That's what we focus on in this office. We treat fibromyalgia patients day in, day out, 5 days a week. And it's because of those two core principles that we get the successes that we get with our fibromyalgia treatment program. So at this point in time, what I want to do is just offer to you a free informational DVD that explains in a little bit more detail about what fibromyalgia is, the exact locations in the nervous system, the exact locations in the metabolic and endocrine system that problems tend to lie. And also we're going to explain in that DVD exactly what we need to do from a treatment standpoint to figure out exactly what's wrong and then how we can fix those problems once we figure out what's wrong. So at this point in time, if you're interested, if what I'm talking about makes sense to you, and I hope it does because you've probably been to every doctor under the sun and have heard the same exact things, either take this medication or learn to live with it, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. There is hope for you and for other patients just like you. Now, if you're interested in receiving that free information DVD or free informative educational DVD, there's one of two ways that you can get that. Number one, you can contact our office by telephone. The number is 813-933-6481. Again, it's on the website, but the number is 813-933-6481. Tell the staff that you want a copy of the fibromyalgia DVD. They'll send it out to you on that very time or on that very day. The second way that you can request the DVD is just by simply filling out the appropriate form at the bottom of this page. Fill out your name, your address, phone number, and again, that information is going to come directly to the office. We don't share that information with any outside sources, so you can be safe. Be assured that we're not going to share your information with anybody. We take that information and send you the DVD. Once you receive the DVD, I want you to watch it as quickly as possible, because in that DVD, I'm going to make you an offer that's very, very time sensitive. So again, if you want more information regarding fibromyalgia, you can either call the office, request the DVD, or just fill out the information required on the screen below this video, and we'll get that DVD right out to you. So again, I'm Dr. Marty Willmitch, and I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video.